His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa commended the national football team for advancing to the Gulf Cup Khaliji Zain 26 final following a 1-0 victory against Kuwait in the semi-final match held on December 31st, 2024 in Kuwait. The tournament will continue until January 4th. His Majesty expressed pride and appreciation for the performance of the national team, praising the high spirit shown by the players and the technical and administrative staff throughout the tournament, qualifying for the final with merit. His Majesty emphasized that the achievement is a testament to the team's hard work and determination, underscoring Bahrain's status in Gulf football. His Majesty wished the team success in the finals against Oman and highlighted the importance of maintaining a high level of performance to secure the championship for the second time in Bahraini football history. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa ratified and issued Law 14 of 2024, amending Article 4 of Law 57 of 2006, establishing the Labour Fund following the approval of the Shura Council and the Representative Council. Upon the directives of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa ordered that work in ministries, agencies and government institutions will be suspended on Sunday, January 5th, 2025 in support of the national football team in the final match of the Arabian Gulf Cup, which will be held in Kuwait between Bahrain and Oman. This directive reflects His Majesty's keenness to support sports and athletes and His Royal Highness's interest in strengthening national belonging and encouraging all Bahrainis to support the national team on this important sporting occasion. The directive also comes due to the inability of fans to return to Bahrain from Kuwait before the start of official working hours to enable them to support the national team in this historical match, praying to Allah Almighty to grant the national team success in the match to enhance Bahrain's position on the regional and international arenas, who represent a source of pride for all its citizens. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa exchanged congratulatory cables on the 2025 New Year with world leaders, crown princes and prime ministers of Arab, Islamic and allied countries. His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs and President of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, held a telephone call to the national football team after they qualified for the final of the 26th Arabian Gulf Cup. This qualification came following their 1-0 victory over their Kuwaiti counterparts in the semi-final match of the tournament hosted by Kuwait. The national football team defeated its Kuwaiti counterpart in the semi-finals of the Arabian club Khaliji Zain 26 at Jabr Al Ahmed International Stadium. With this victory, the national team has qualified for the final of the Gulf Cup to meet its Omani counterpart on Saturday. More in this report.
On an exceptional night at the 26th Gulf Cup, the Kingdom of Bahrain beat their Kuwaiti counterpart, qualifying for the final match with a goal scored in the 75th minute by Mohammed Jassim Marhoun. The Bahraini team dominated the game with their tight tactical approach as their players showed their fighting spirit and determination. The team's defense was very strong and the offense delivered an exceptional performance that resulted in the winning goal. Bahraini fans who turned out in large numbers to support their team did not stop chanting and cheering throughout the match, proving once again that they are the beating heart of Bahraini football. After the final whistle announced Bahrain's qualification to the 26th Gulf Cup final, His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs and chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, congratulated the players and coaches on this great achievement, stressing that they embodied the true spirit of Bahrain during the match. With this historic victory, Bahrain is set to face their Omani counterpart in the Gulf Cup final on Saturday, with high hopes of winning the trophy and dedicating it to the people of Bahrain.
Bahrain's national football team victory last night sparked various reactions that emphasized the fascinating performance by the team during the Reds' journey in the 26th Arabian Gulf Cup held in Kuwait. Fans praised the Reds' performance in reaching the finals after winning against Kuwait 1-0 in the semi-finals in a thrilling match that showed the Reds' consistency after a red card that was given in the second half, which made the Reds a stronger and tougher team to play against. The national team match against Kuwait was an example of the fighting spirit that the Bahraini enjoys in every forum, with aims of reaching the goals and raising Bahrain's name high on various occasions. The Bahrain national team's victory in the Gulf Cup has garnered positive reaction, highlighting their skills and boosting hopes for the second title. The team received support from sports officials and fans who made it to the stadium and the ones who are back home. With only one game remaining, the team will focus on tactical plans and offensive opportunities to secure the second championship.
وش تقولون الفوز والله للحمام وش تقولون جمهوره دايم منتصر وش تقولون الفوز والله للحمام وش تقولون جمهوره دايم منتصر بحريني يا عمري من قده في الملعب بحريني يا قلبي من قبل يتعب بحريني يا
Upon the conclusion of Bahrain's 2024 festival season and the New Year firework display were held at 8 different locations across all governorates of Bahrain. The kingdom bid farewell to a remarkable year that witnessed numerous significant national milestones and achievements. Sense of joy filled the streets of Bahrain in celebration of the New Year 2025 and our national team winning yesterday after bidding farewell to a year filled with impressive accomplishment across all fields. In 2024, the Kingdom of Bahrain had a record of achievements with renowned visions for the future while reinforcing its national identity. The kingdom is now witnessing the result of a series of national achievements made during 2024 as part of the comprehensive development process steadily pursued by Bahrain to transition into the future. These achievements have been led by His Majesty the King and driven by the dedicated, sincere efforts of the government headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The Kingdom of Bahrain continues to strengthen its position as a leading tourist and cultural destination in the region by organizing quality events that support the national economy. The Manama Retro event, organized by the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority under the slogan "A Classic Experience Through the Ages," reflects the classic atmosphere of the past. The Heritage Village in Ras Hayyan continues to attract local residents and tourists, which includes a wide range of events that target all age groups. For the first time, an artistic opera celebrating Bahrain's heritage and culture will be held, with a group of artists participating in the interactive performance for the audience. It also includes live heritage performance, including various folk arts and popular market. The village is a unique opportunity to enjoy a festive atmosphere that combines entertainment and celebration of heritage.
يا محلى وطرول فرض العدل والزين عشنا بهوى الفرجان يمعتنا بالطيبين يا محلى وطرول فرض العدل والزين عشنا بهوى الفرجان يمعتنا
Dubai celebrated the start of 2025 with a grand firework display at Burj Khalifa. The event lit up the city skyline, drawing thousands of people. The fireworks reflected off the modern buildings, creating a stunning view as midnight struck. Dubai's celebration caught the world's attention, marking the new year in style. The Burj Khalifa served as a striking backdrop for the event, and towering presence added to its spectacle. Dubai's New Year celebration is known worldwide for its grandeur. Each year, it attracts tourists from different countries. The city uses these events to showcase its culture and hospitality. And this year's celebration continued that tradition with great success. Celebration took place in over 60 locations across the UAE, with drone shows and multiple world records being set in the first few minutes of the new year. Abu Dhabi held a non-stop 53-minute fireworks display, and Ras Al Khaimah showcased the longest yet laser drone show with more than 10,000 drones. From Sydney to Vladivostok, communities around the world welcome 2025 with spectacular light shows and celebration. Sydney welcomed 2025 with a dazzling fireworks show over the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. The display lit up the sky with vibrant color, capturing the festive spirit of the city. The fireworks were a symbol of hope and happiness for the new year. An estimated 1 million people packed Times Square to watch the New Year's Eve 2025 ball drop Tuesday night in New York. Although heavy rains fell in New York City and lighting lit up the skies, many were undeterred as they showed up to watch the annual ball drop. Wearing ponchos, fireworks illuminated the skies of Copacabana Beach in celebration of the New Year in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Thousands of tourists on cruise ship boats and normal boats witnessed the show up closely, while many more arrived on the beach to find their spot. The UK celebrated the start of 2025 with the spectacular firework displays on the banks of the River Thames. Thousands listened to Big Ben ring in the new year. Meanwhile, Germany got off to a bad start after at least 5 people died and hundreds were arrested during New Year's Eve celebration, which were marred by riots in several cities. The deaths were due to mishandling of pyrotechnics. Paris capped a momentous 2024 with its traditional countdown and fireworks extravaganza on the Champs-Élysées. The city's embellished Arc de Triomphe monument was turned into a giant painting for the light show that celebrated the city's landmark and the passage of time.